everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I'm doing something a little bit different. So I started off doing this Natasha Denona series thing, and then I disappeared for ages. Basically, I have no idea why other than life. It's pretty difficult trying to do YouTube with a full-time job and like just being tired all the time. Honestly, I've been tired all of the time, but that's fine. I should be on the mend, which means more energy to do this, which I love. So today I'm doing a full face of Colourpop makeup. If you haven't heard of Colourpop, they're amazing. Keep watching if you're interested in finding out a bit more about them. And if you like all things makeup and beauty and stuff like that, then consider subscribing, because that's what my channel is all about. I don't know what that is. With that being said, let's crack on with the video. So if you don't know who Colourpop are, they're like an affordable makeup brand. They have a few like sister brands as well. I think one of them is Fourth Ray and the other one is Soul Body, and they do makeup. Fourth Ray is more skincare and Soul Body is kind of like, I think it's kind of like makeup, like body makeup, things like bronzers, self-tan type of products. So yeah, they're really good. They're well versed. Is that a word? I feel like it's a word. They're really established and they're an affordable brand. So today I'm going to be using Colourpop products. I don't own any Fourth Ray products or any Soul Body products, so I can't speak on those products, but Colourpop I absolutely love. Great value for money, and you're just getting really fun, up-to-date products as well. To start off with, I've got the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. It looks like this and it smells amazing, but one thing about this product, you really have to shake it up because it does separate in the bottle. There's been multiple times where I've, pumped it out onto my hands and it's just completely separated into like some sort of curdled mess. So make sure you shake up this product. It's really hydrating, and I wouldn't say it's a primer that makes your makeup last any longer. See, look, can you see how it's separated? It's just a really nice moisturising primer. Again, I don't think it's the type of primer that you'll use, if you want to make your makeup last longer on your skin. I'd say it's just more smoothing and more hydrating than anything. For foundation, I've actually got two. These are the two that I have. I've got the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation, which is kind of like the foundation version of the primer. And I've got the No Filter Foundation, which is more of a matte finish. I feel like I want to go in with this one. This shade is Light 40N. On camera, from the bottle, it's looking like it's probably going to look better. In person, they both look not right on my skin as far as, the colour match is concerned. So as you can see, it's quite a runny foundation. So next I'm using, again, the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. So this is in the shade Light 40N, so the same as the foundation. And I'm just going to put that here, to be honest. I feel like that's all I kind of need. And I'm going to blend that out with my finger because all my brushes are dirty. I'm using the Coconut Beach Pressed Powder Bronzer. It looks like this. It's a bit battered and bruised because I keep it in my bag. And it looks like that. So it's a nice colour. It's actually quite cool toned for a bronzer. But I use it anyway. So I'm just taking any old brush. Yeah, I really like this bronzer actually. It looks nice on the skin, like it's not too much. You know when a bronzer is just too, like you put it on straight away and it's too muddy looking or just not like behaving itself. This behaves itself. It's a nice bronzer to use. So for blusher, I've actually got two options and both of them are the Super Shock formula. So Colourpop are really quite well known for this Super Shock formula that they have, and it's kind of like a cream to powder, creamy powder kind of formula, and they do blushes. So I've got both of these, which is Drop of a Hat and Between the Sheets. So Drop of a Hat is more shimmery. As you can see, it's got a nice sort of golden reflect, and this one is completely matte, and that's a really nice colour. And they also do highlighters in the same formula as well, and they're absolutely stunning. They are gorgeous. They do eyeshadows as well, so these are known as their Super Shock shadows. Really nice, really creamy, and just the most beautiful look on the skin especially. And so reflective, and like I said, they're really well known for this kind of formula. I think I'm going to use this blush. So it's called Drop of a Hat, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell actually, but it's just, yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. It's not a complete powder formula and it's not a complete cream formula. It's bizarre, but 100%, if you're going to get anything from Colourpop, I would recommend, you know, like a highlighter and a cheek product, one of the sort of Super Shock formulas, because they do like regular formulas as well. I just find that they're so unique. They're just completely unique. For highlighter, I've got the shade Lunch Money and Flexitarian. So Lunch Money is more golden and kind of less reflective, whereas Flexitarian is like so bright, such a blinding highlighter. I think I'm going to go with Lunch Money. I'm going to use my fingers actually. So that's what it looks like. Moving on to eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion just to prime my eyes. Now that my eyes are all primed, I'm going to go in with eyeshadow, but I've got two palettes. These are quite, I guess, kind of like neutral, cool toned. This one is the Going Coconuts palette. Really pretty colours. And this one I have actually already done a video of on my channel already. This is the That's Taupe palette, and as you can see, it's very cool toned. This is actually part of my project pan. Not gonna lie, project pan is not going so well. I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup recently, to be honest, but this is a really lovely eyeshadow palette for somebody who does like those cool tone colours. You get a perfect amount of shades here. And there's also a Super Shock formula in this eyeshadow palette. I think I'm going to use the Going Coconuts palette because I just look at this and get so, I don't know, I just feel so like nice when I look at this palette. So I don't know what I'm trying to say. Shut up. To start off with, I think I'm going to choose to go in with the shade Lovely Brunch, which is this shade just here. It's just a nice wash of colour through the crease. And these brushes are so smooth. This is the Bedelium Tools Golden Triangle Tapered Blending Brush. But this whole like triangle, golden, what is it? Golden triangle set. Such soft, smooth brushes. Like they just blend effortlessly. Honestly, I've never used a brush like it before. What is this? Shell, yeah. This one here, it's like a kind of like a reddy brown. I'm going to take a small angled shader brush and I'm just going to take this through like the outer part of the crease here. So, fun story, it's Wednesday today. Monday, my boyfriend and I went to Alton Towers and it was a great time. Discovered that apparently now I get motion sickness or motion sick. I don't know, just after every ride I just felt like I was in hell. So now I know that whenever I go on a ride in future, I need to prepare for that. Like, I had nothing with me. I had paracetamol, but I'm sorry, that does not do anything. But yeah, great time. It's just a trek for us to get to. Like, I really wish we lived closer because I do really like it there, which is quite funny because actually when I was younger I was just terrified of rides and my uncle just used to take me to all the theme parks, all the fairs and stuff, and he used to somehow get me on these rides, and I think I've just ended up being terrified of them, but like still, I guess, inquisitive. Like, even though it might look absolutely terrifying, I still want to know what it's all about. Next, I really am very tempted to use the shade Cocoa Crush, which is this really nice shimmery one in the middle. So that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put this all over the lid. Oh my gosh. These eyeshadows are honestly amazing, amazing quality. Like, you know, Natasha Denona eyeshadows hold a very special place in my heart, but, you know, when it comes to amazing quality and amazing price, like I think this was $14, and sometimes like they're on sale quite often, or they'll be doing some kind of promotional deal where you'll get like maybe 2 for $20 or something, I don't know. Or sometimes they have sales on their eyeshadow palettes where they're like $9. And considering the high quality, it blows my mind that they can even sell them at the regular price that they sell them at. They're so, so good. I don't have a Colourpop mascara, so I'm just going to use my Maybelline Sky High mascara. And I'm not curling my eyelashes or anything. I've been really liking just wearing my eyelashes like completely natural, because they are what they are, you know. They're the straightest eyelashes you've ever seen in your life. Like, why should I try and change that? I mean, look at that. What I have been doing is kind of sweeping them this way a bit though, just so I can kind of get them looking almost like I've got winged liner on, if that makes sense. Just like that, so it kind of comes out a bit. And that is how I'm looking so far at this point. You can see the skin is looking, I'm liking it, it's looking pretty nice. For lips, I've got two Colourpop lipsticks. These are both matte lipsticks, I believe. I've got the shade Still Crazy and the shade Appy. So they look like this. They're very like heavy feeling. This is the shade Appy and this is the shade Still Crazy. I don't think I'm gonna like either colours, to be honest, with this. I'm leaning more this colour. That one's Appy and that one's Still Crazy. I'm gonna go with this one. Last product I have is the No Filter Setting Mist, which looks like this. I haven't used it very much. I tend to just forget about setting sprays. I'm guessing this is kind of like a powder substance in the bottom. It doesn't really shake, like mix into it when you shake it up. It just sort of stays there. So I'm hoping that it still means it works properly, but... So at this point, we've come to the end of the video. Highly, highly recommend Colourpop makeup products. I think they are incredible and they're so worth your time and your money. I think they're such good quality and amazing value for money, considering how expensive makeup can be. Like, even if you go and buy drugstore makeup, sometimes it can still end up being quite expensive. So if you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.